As the final events of Bible prophecies are rapidly being fulfilled, the call coming from God to His people at such a crisis as this is to come up higher. Come up higher as God called Moses to Mount Sinai. Come up higher as Elijah called the people of God to come up on Mount Carmel. Come up higher because we have a high calling in Jesus Christ.
Our High Calling, a devotional by Ellen G. White, where apostasy begins. Ye therefore, beloved, seeing ye know these things before, beware, lest ye also being led away with the error of the wicked, fall from your own steadfastness. 2 Peter 3, verse 17. In these last days, when iniquity shall abound and the love of many shall wax cold, God will have a people to glorify His name and stand as reprovers of unrighteousness. They are to be a peculiar people who will be true to the law of God when the world shall seek to make void His precepts, and when the converting power of God works through His servants, the hosts of darkness will array themselves in bitter and determined opposition. Satan will work with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness. He will employ every device of deception to seduce the souls of men. The work of apostasy begins in some secret rebellion of the heart against the requirements of God's law. Unholy desires, unlawful ambitions are cherished and indulged, and unbelief and darkness separate the soul from God. If we do not overcome these evils, they will overcome us. Men who have long been advancing in the path of truth will be tested with trial and temptation. Those who listen to the suggestions of Satan and swerve from their integrity begin the downward path, and some masterful temptation hastens them on in the way of apostasy, till their descent is marked and rapid. Sins that were once most repugnant become attractive and are welcomed and practiced by those who have cast off the fear of God and their allegiance to His law. But the most pleasurable beginning in transgression will end in misery, degradation, and ruin. We need to be constantly on our guard, to watch and pray, lest we enter into temptation. The indulgence of spiritual pride, of unholy desires, of evil thoughts, of anything that separates us from an intimate and sacred association with Jesus imperils our souls. We must have living faith in God. If the thought of apostasy is grievous to you, and you do not desire to become the enemies of the truth, then abhor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good.
Someday the silver cord will break, and I no more as now shall see, but all the joy when I shall wake within the palace of the King, and I shall see to face and tell the story saved by grace, and I shall see Him face to face and tell the story saved by grace. Someday my earthly house will fall. I cannot tell how soon 'twill be, but this I know, my all in all has now a place in heaven for me, and I shall see Him face to face and tell the story saved by grace, and I shall see Him face to face and tell the story saved by grace. Someday when fades the golden sun beneath the rosy tinted west, my blessed blessed Lord will say, "Well done," and I shall enter into rest, and I shall see him face to face, and tell the story saved by grace, and I shall see him face to face, and tell the story saved by grace. Someday, till then, I'll watch and wait, my lamp all trimmed and burning bright, that when my Savior opes the gate, he'll take me to his world of light, and I shall see